The story begins. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit who lived on an island close to Japan. And this rabbit really wanted to live on Japan. He wanted to be on the mainland because that's where all the fun was. But there was a problem. This rabbit lived on the island, and there was big pool of water between him and Japan. So this posed a big problem because, as we know, can rabbits swim? No, they can just run and jump. So Rabbit, he couldn't swim, he couldn't jump across the water, and there was no boat small enough for Rabbit, so he had a big problem. But every day, Rabbit would go on the shore, and he'd look at Japan, and he would wonder what things would be like if he could live there. It was his dream, it was his wish to live on Japan. So one day, Mr. Rabbit walked down to the water, and he saw Mr. Crocodile. He said, "Mr. Crocodile, you're so lucky. You can go to Japan anytime you want." The crocodile said, "Sure, that's no big deal." It was normal, and the rabbit thought that was so cool. So then Rabbit came up with a plan. And Rabbit was very, very tricky. He said, "Mr. Crocodile, how many people do you have in your family?" Mr. Crocodile said, "Hundreds. There are thousands of us crocodiles. There are tons of us, too many to count." And Rabbit said, "Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I have more people in my family. There are definitely more rabbits than there are crocodiles." To which Crocodile said, "Is that a challenge?" And Mr. Crocodile said, "I'm going to show you, Mr. Rabbit. I'm going to show you that there are more people in my family than yours." And with that, Mr. Crocodile turned away and he swam away angrily into the water. Now, Mr. Rabbit was very excited because with the plan he came up with, this was big. He knew that he was going to get to Japan. So a little bit later, Crocodile returns, and as he said, he brought with him hundreds of crocodiles, and they were all swimming around, and they were all, telling the rabbit that he was wrong. There was more crocodiles. So what Rabbit did is he said, all you crocodiles, there's so many of you, but I can't count you. Can you guys hold a straight line, head to toe? It's all the crocodiles lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way from the island to Japan. And so Rabbit said, "Okay, now I'm going to count you." And so Rabbit jumped onto the first crocodile, said 1, second crocodile, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the crocodiles. The crocodiles, without noticing it, had formed a bridge from the island to Japan. So Rabbit said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he went all the way from the island to Japan. But towards the end, he got really excited. He started to boast. He started making fun of the crocodile. And he said, at the end he said, "Oh, you dumb crocodiles, I'm smarter than you all." And with that, the last crocodile, the very last one, got angry, turned up, and tried to eat Rabbit. But all he caught was his tail. And that is why today, rabbits have little bushy tails and not big long tails. And Rabbit, although he lived on Japan, he had a very, very small tail. The
We have Benson's evaluation. I'd like to read their book. Okay, it says, the list had all the ages in the room and how many people were. Benson was very organized. His audience was attentive and engaged.
She's going to love the word engaged.
His dress was professional.
She's going to watch you dress up.
He knew his work well. He had no problems and didn't use a like guide. Benson used some hand actions to keep the kids engaged. Benson had a great story that was entertaining for all the ages in the room.
Thanks.
Good. If I could vote on that, great voice inflection.
So you're getting married tonight? Is that what's going on?
Okay, just let me tell you Benson's date. By the
What's
way,
new?
Benson's date last night, he went in the canoe on the lake,
still fits.
and he sang Portuguese as he was rolling
I made
around the
up
lake.
Portuguese lines.
Which lake?
This was Val Vista Lakes. It was dumb. I said stuff
How
like,
did that work? You guys
the
got
water's
engaged?
cold, the moon is bright,
Didn't you guys
and
engage
she didn't know what I was saying.
I won.